All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Side Divine. Hope all is well with you and yours. We're going to do today a selective. Okay. Hey, there's a hang time on that. Okay. Hope all is well with you and yours. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to Side Divine. Today we're going to do a selected deck reading. This is a requested reading, so knocking it out. All right. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. And let's get started. So all you need to do is select a deck that resonates with you the most, and let's see what is going on that you need to be aware of. I've also pulled out some dice, which I haven't done in ages. So while you feel out which deck catches your attention the most, I am going to pull a few dice just to get the collective energy for everyone who subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed. But let's see what you're dealing with now. Okay. Mm. Okay, that's a lot. So there's a problem solving still in the air. You have some blockages, collective, you might be dealing with. Someone that you feel is trying to block your path. Could be more than one, too. Could be. You might think you have some. Um, okay, the word here is official haters. Mm. Okay. The Okay. I don't know who this is for, but if you are, it's a nice way to put this. You might have some people, you might have some peoples that don't want to see you gain. Something about something about your elevation becomes someone else's downward spiral. The word that's also coming to me is de-escalation. So it could be separate message. So you might, at some point soon, have to get in the middle of an argument between two people or a debate, which isn't a good thing because it means the end of someone's point or their argument. That's just side data. So be aware of being smarter than both people you're stepping into the middle of a debate. You confirm one person's side, but the other person can't debate your shit. Okay, well, all right, collective, that happens. What else we got? You are, if you're feeling like you've hit a plateau, like things aren't going up, things aren't going higher, you're probably, what is it saying? A watched pot of water does not boil. So get out of your head. hmm What I also just heard is if you love what you do, they will love it too. That's weird though. Okay. Eight keeps reappearing. So if you see lots of eights and sixes, I think that was the reading I did yesterday. There was 666. Be aware of communications with others that may take a downward spiral. You may be stepping back with people, not giving them the energy. Be aware, too, on the flip side of that. Be mindful of your energy at this time. I get the energy of combative world. Okay. There's a lot of opposites, a lot of heavy opposite energy. So make sure you're on the good side of that opposite. Like it just feels like a lot of frustration, just overall in human energy. So there's going to be a lot of combat dialogue. You know, this can be war, this can be people disagreeing, this can be also the what you may be looking at, though people aren't aware of it or they ain't ready to say it. It's a collective, a large energy of beings that ain't ready to admit that shit's fucked up or it's wrong or they were wrong. So there's a lot of, um, I regret punching you in the face, but I'm not going to talk about it type of energy. You dig? It's like, yeah, I, you know, poked holes in your favorite piece of paper or art or something. And we're just not going to talk about it because I'm still right. Mhm. In order to exit the current matrix of fuckery that we are all in order to get out of that, it has to not be so much every man for himself. There has to be, um, okay, the right people don't fear loss. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. Listen, the last like 3 days, Kanye West keeps coming up in when I do readings. And I'm like, why does Kanye West keep coming up? I don't know if his energy is what is going, like if people are feeling that Kanye energy or if something is about to happen with Kanye. I don't know. I don't know. But if Kanye's out there and you know him, check up on him. Check up on him. I heard the silencer. So there's a lot of fake fresh energy. But what it is it's stall energy. So yeah, like example, like, yeah, I punched you in the face. We're not gonna fucking talk about that shit. So just, I'm cool with you, right? We cool. I'm not really gonna apologize or make things better. Not even gonna give you a band-aid, but we cool, right? Don't worry about it, right? I'm sorry that happened. It's oh, wait a minute. It's a Amber Heard kind of energy going on. Um, so I guess at this time you have to decide. It's You have to decide if you're going to be Johnny Depp or if you're going to be Amber Heard. And because Amber Heard, let's be aware, Amber Heard doesn't know she's like Amber Heard, right? The ultimate narcissist, the ultimate abuser, the ultimate chaotic energy doesn't acknowledge itself as such. And even when it does, it's not apologetic because it's a mental disturbance, it's a mental imbalance. Things are off balance. And sometimes when you're off balance, you don't know it. You might think you're on the higher side of the imbalance, and so you're looking at it like, "I can do what I want. It's a platform. It's I'm higher than you." And so there's no desire for balance in some people. There's no desire for equality or fairness. And so this is a part of that universal polarity shift where people go from something to nothing, nothing to everything. Those who can weather the storm, may the force be with you. But for others, they are going to be buried underneath the new conflict. 6 will not stop reappearing here. So what we're dealing with are people is a world okay, oh, this is dark. We're dealing with a world that has the ability to solve all of its problems, but has found much more comfort in the imbalance. And it's been that way since probably 30 seconds after people figured out they could use other people to get things done. And so humanity is going through a spell, a time when the slave master dynamic is being chipped at, poked in the ass, if you will. Doesn't mean it's going to be a successful ass fuck, but here's an opportunity for people to hold hands and ass fuck the people who are ass fucking us. I don't know. But normally that doesn't happen. So let's put these away. I hear a very old song and the beat goes on. Okay. So hopefully you had some time to familiarize yourself with the decks or get a sense of which deck catches your attention the most. Let's see what data is there. Now, behind each deck I have a dice. So they're actually kind of, I didn't even realize I did that. They're kind of turned in where I can see one, two, three, and four. So I'm going to use the dice to number. It's interesting. Okay. So let's see which deck you chose. I'll just take them here one at a time. And we will go with deck one over here. If you chose deck one, okay. First message I sense is no risk, no reward. That don't apply to everything now. The second message I get is make sure nobody is using your ass to get rewards from. Hmm. Somebody may be making use of you because it brings them a reward they ain't telling you about. So be aware of people using you behind your back to get what they want. This may be somebody who's got you on hold to make use of you. Somebody might be holding on to you to make use of you right now. They want you to wait. I hear a very old song, Don't You Forget About Me. Don't. Mm. Okay, let's see what I get here. So somebody got you on hold, or you're waiting on someone. But I'll go with the first thing. You might be waiting. Somebody might have you on hold, so you can help them. The user. So they might be fudging a little bit on the stall activity. Done. So you got somebody who wants some help, right? So they're lying when you sense this um, garbage ass energy. Help them less. Watch your words. If you spot this person or you know this energy, watch your conversation. Control your aggression. And as I said, opposites. Now, for some of you, if this is your situation, though the card is suggesting quitting, I think it's more of a quitting of matching bad attitudes. So some of you might be getting a test at this time to see, oh, so the universe might be poking, prodding. You might have an energy who they just they might poke your strings and you are gonna have to do some self-correction on how you respond to people's bullshit. So this time right now, if you chose this deck, this is about controlling yourself. It's almost like I get the feeling of almost having to speak in a different language. Um, and the language could still be your native language, but not matching people's energy. So you could get aggressive. Maybe you normally would flip the fuck out. Somebody is coming in to test you. So you might be getting ready to move to a next cycle, next level, higher level situation. The universe wants to know if you're ready, but it includes knowing who to give help to and who's bullshitting you, wasting your time. You don't flip out about this though, right? You're going to hold on to your energy and you're not going to share focused damage. Because whoever's playing this fucking game, wait for me bullshit. And in a minute, it's going to be this. This is a test of your energy, a test of your patience, not with them, but with yourself. So be aware at this time, everything is all good for you, but you got some choices. It's optional karma time. It's optional karma. So and this isn't going to be, I don't feel like it's one person either. You may be encountering multiple people who are trying to, they're going through things on their own. Everybody's going through something, right? But not everybody knows how to deal with that. Not everybody knows just because your ass is going through something over here, don't mean that you take that energy over there. So it's really about you containing yourself and letting crazy be crazy. You ain't got to tap dance with it. You really don't. So watch that fire energy, right? Um, there's a space in that energy for a creative response. At the bottom of the deck, think, act, feel, speak, and be mature. And it feels like you'll be dealing with people who ought to be better, know better, do better, not cut the fuck up, not be crazy or aggressive. Um, but that's not your experience. You're just experiencing them. So take the experience and find a creative way to back out, back up, let crazy dance by itself, and don't lose yourself, right? So that's what I said at the beginning. We're not matching garbage ass, trash ass, aggressive ass energy because you can endure. Now, this don't apply to every day. This is at this time. That don't mean tomorrow you don't, you ain't got to snap, crackle, and pop a motherfucker. I ain't say that. But this right now is a time of self endurance, holding it in, holding it together, presenting that good face, that good look, even when motherfuckers are testing your energy by bringing their damage to you. So I'm not going to say never let them see you sweat, but definitely do not match dark, aggressive, hater energy. Do not match it. It's spinning, it's a tornado spinning on its own. Don't jump in. Do not jump in. All right. Did you select that too? Hmm. Okay, I still hear that song, don't you forget about me. Um, but I hear now this part. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by me. The rain keeps falling down. Who's in their whole emotions? Gross. Blah. Okay. Ah, somebody might be feeling emotional. Okay. And they might be feeling like that because they feel like things have changed. Are you walking by, collective? You might be hurting someone's feelings in love. Um, okay. Or you might be tired of somebody, the word that's coming through is sacrifice, taking advantage of your goodness, your time as you walk on by. Second message, you might just not be giving a fuck. So be aware of somebody trying to get your attention. They want your love. Um, now, this can be loving communications where someone is having a loving communication with you, but it's it's not everything. Like somebody's flirting, but they're not good at it, or they're afraid to go all in. So they may be sacrificing themselves to you in other ways, and you might not be catching the hint. Let's see what's going on. I also get the sense of communicated plans not going through. Communication, though, is a thing. Hmm. Well, we have an alternative timeline. Oh my. Ew. Collective, did you friends on somebody? I think you okay. So maybe somebody went to the auto friend zone, or you don't realize you got somebody in the friend zone who wants to have an alternative timeline with you. Hmm. What's the intention? Fours. And what's on the dice? We got 4 and 14 that was at the top. Back. So you might be in a protective space, or you may be coming off like that with others who want to get more comfortable with you. Be aware of somebody coming up with a plan. I don't think they're gonna be successful. Oh, I don't think they're gonna be successful. What's subtraction? Ew. I hear ACDC, Dirty Deeds, done dirt cheap, right? Fuck out of here. So look, You might have somebody who, or you might be, I don't know, somebody might be trying to come up with a plan. And this plan is of value. So it can be monetary gifts, or dinner, or something that costs money. It's a scam, y'all. It's a scam. Somebody's trying to occupy your time and energy with gifting, or just trying to get you to go someplace. What's, oh, Lord. Why are we getting friend zones and frenemies more than once? What is this? Beware of somebody posing as a friend, trying to bring some confusion. Somebody wants to cause some subtraction in your space. Middle finger to that. You have somebody who's trying to make some confusion. I see it. Mhm. If you're in a relationship or you're involved, if you're in a relationship or you're involved in any way with someone, and you got some side action, some side friends who might be haters, be careful. Be careful right now. I feel like, okay, I see another image. I hope that's not the case. There might be a masculine who is friendly with a friend at work, or be careful. You might be sowing the seeds of confusion right now for your partner. Masculine, if you are involved, you got a relationship, wifey, partner, whatever your thing is. If you just acquired someone new, if someone new is in your space right now and you're talking to your partner about them, consider silence. Oh, let's see what's advice. Yeah, yeah. If you chose this deck, you're pushing somebody's buttons. Be very mindful how you talk about other people to your significant others right now. As I said, we are going through a polar shift, and you may be experiencing polar shifts on different levels in your relationships too. So if you have somebody new in your environment and you're talking about them with the one you love, your significant other, shut the fuck up. You are pushing buttons. Somebody wants you to stop it, or at least show more love to them. So you have somebody who feel, oh, okay, next message could be connected. Somebody feels like they're about to be dumped, or you're about to, okay, that's weird. Or you're about to seed the neighborhood, is what I heard. Seed. SEED. Seed the neighborhood. What the Matching the blue dye, we have conversation. So be mindful if you decide to try to explain your way out of what appears to be you attempting or getting ready to hop onto a different timeline that may not include the one you're with. Be mindful of coming across as a selfish puke. I don't know why I'm stuck on that word this month. The magic word for me this month is puke, and I'm not puking. I don't believe in wasting food in such a way. But be aware you may be coming across as a selfish puke, practicing selfish options. You may be doing something at this time that excludes your significant other. And so be aware you may be looking like a cheater, or suddenly giving full energy or valuable energy to someone new. Even if that ain't really what you're doing, you got to be careful how you talk with partners about others. masculine specifically. So if you got somebody new in your space, you got a new friend, you now do something at the gym, or you joined the gym and you didn't take your person with you. But now you're talking about the people you meet at the gym, and you got this whole new world over here that doesn't include your person. um, no bueno. To your significant other, this is old programming. So this is some shit you already do, you did. It's not good. Seeds, seeds of resentment. So this comes out as choice. So you want to purge the urge. Even if you ain't got that urge, you ain't got that feeling flowing through your veins. If you're not about to see the neighborhood, you look like you are. You sound like you are. You may be making moves that look like it. So your significant other feels like the storm is coming that they've seen before. Beastie Boys. Oh boy. Here, Beastie Boys. You got the ill communication. The others. So if you ain't on no fuck shit at this time, but you are doing these things I said, you need to have some comforting focus on your significant other, because somebody feels like somebody's pushing bad buttons that make you behave in a way that isn't loving to them. Somebody may be feeling like you are about to hop on a different timeline that doesn't include them. And even if that's not the case, they feel like that's what they see. So reassurances, comfort, spending quality time, shut the fuck up about other people. I really feel like that. Like, guys, even if you think they're just like, okay, I hear Biz Marquee, which is always a bonus. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you said he's just a friend. Oh, baby. Fix that shit and fix it ASAP. If that's your data, this is easily fixable, also easily ignored. These are this is how seeds of distortion and assumption and resentment and bad behavior. This is the garden, right? And you're fertilizing it with seeds of poop, and it's not necessary. So be mindful of ill communications with your partner at this time. If you're talking about this whole other world or these other people, it's just back up on that and give your significant other some focus. Okay, make that a thing. All right, let's get out of that. Okay. And I just happened to put that dice up on 18. That's the moon. So there's confusion, misunderstanding, fears, the assumption that somebody might be keeping secrets. And even if you ain't saying that, it could just be in the vibe, it's in the air, it's in old memories of things that aren't resolved. I heard convince me. Ooh, I'm out of this. Let's ooh. Did you select 3? You might be dealing with groups. One, you could be dealing with unhappy people. I was gonna say haters, but let's just be nice and say unhappy people, okay? That's one. Some of you also may be dealing with someone who is bullshitting you, a liar. And you may be taking notice of that, um, or you might be getting ready to call them on it. I also heard snap, crackle, and pop. So somebody, okay, okay. If you are about to call somebody on this shit, they ain't ready for that. Be aware. I don't think you would be caring at that point. Do you care? I don't know. Should we just skip this? I don't think you give a fuck. Okay, but maybe you do. You know what? Let me take that data back in. Let me clean that. Hold on. Because you know what? You probably be caring. You be caring about people's feelings, right? Okay. What's going on right here? Oh, yeah, okay. He might be getting ready to call somebody on this shit. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. Hmm. Three keeps coming out. I'm done. Okay, battle. The yin and the yang. Be aware of somebody may need to let some shit go. Might need to let go. Here, mind your business. Just mind your business. There's some changes that need to be dealt with. Now, and since separation, distance, can be dealing with somebody from a distance. You may be wanting someone to move in a logical way with you, or be logical in the way they communicate or deal with you. But on the flip side of that, are you being logical with yourself? So while you may be dealing with the ego of others, how much is that ego tied to yourself? Okay. Ooh, okay. Somebody may be hoping for a loving response or a loving connection. If you are, stop that. Stop that. Somebody's being extra, excessive, expectations not granted. So be mindful of illusions. Illusions, be mindful of what's that word they like to say? Unrequited love, love that is not returned, love that is not returnable. And so the assumption of such might be ego, might be being egotistical. And so be aware you're not lying to yourself about how other people are supposed to be responding to you, acting with you. That's ego. It's earth energy. All ego. Have a whole seat. Listen, be very mindful of craving or chasing that which is out of your reach. If people show you distance, let them have it at this time. What's not for you, you should not chase unless you got to eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't work, you don't eat. But with regards to love and lust, don't chase what the fuck is out of your reach. The fuck? Some of you are losing time, valuable time, valuable energy, trying to build or surround something you want, put your energy into, it just feels like a loss of what is valuable truly, stepping over it, in fact, to get to an idea, an illusion, nothing. Love is down here at the bottom. So who do you love? This feels like plans that need to change for better health. Be mindful of loving that which puts you under. Like what I see is I don't. Is it an ostrich? Whatever bird puts its head in the sand. So make sure you're not putting your head in the sand when it comes to logic and love. Thoughts, the way you're thinking about others, and the actions they should be taking towards you. Some of you may be dealing with people who ain't showing you what the fuck you're looking for. And so you're creating a tower moment for yourself based on ego. Now that could be ego down below the waist, the belt, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could be lower level ego, right? So stop that first, right? Some of you are missing on money, missing out on what is valuable at this time. Let's see what the cards say. So what's going on for everyone? What are you dealing with? Ooh, Capricorn energy. Now we know the Capricorn is the devil. The devil. So there, you might be experiencing a duality of self at this time, um, but with a little bit of a lean towards the chaotic version of the self, in the form of lying to yourself. So stop that. Anytime, any place, that's a 5. That's a lower level, right? These two together give us an opportunity to evolve, right? And we all love to evolve. That's cool. You know why? Because a lot of people don't know that they can evolve. But guides and goddesses, if you chose Deck 3, you are aware of more than others. So don't be stupid. Power and prejudice, right? Here's our 3. We get 12. Oops. We get 12 here. So stop stalling yourself out, right? This can be hanged man energy and a fear of losing what little has been acquired in certain connections. The fear of that is stalling you out. Stop. Stop lying to yourself. If you are dealing in connections right now where people are not matching your energy, what are you doing? Are you a fan? Are you in distant admiration? Maybe you like art, right? You love a Michelangelo, but you don't spend time and waste time in life attempting to acquire one unless you're like so freaking rich, you ain't got nothing else to do with your life. But since you do, collective, don't try to, put too much thought in that which is not obtainable. When you do have a path which you are very much in control of that you need to be on. Sorry for the squeaky voice. I was yelling earlier. So at this time, you have an opportunity to focus on what can bring you personal satisfaction and pleasure. You have goals. You need to be working on that shit. And those goals that are the ones that enrich you. Somebody is gifted. Somebody's gifted, right? Right? You have a gift, a cosmic gift. But you also have an earthly gift. So somebody might be gifted down there. That's what I'm sensing. Oh my God. Collective. Someone is sensitive down below. And you're using your earth gifts. Be mindful of that. Because that's, yeah, ego. So keep your life in balance. I'm probably not the one to talk about taking no higher path, I'm sure. But I do believe in balance in its actual form. And in order to achieve, in my opinion, true balance, there must be a balance of chaos and your goodness, their dark and your light. I do not believe you can exist in this realm without a good balance of both. And what do I mean? Maybe on your way to work, you stop and you feed the homeless. But after work, somebody tries to snatch your purse and you kick them in the nuts and shoot them in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like you're protecting yourself. You could have, it's you or them. That's the world we live in. So I do believe there has to be a fair balance of chaos and your light energy, your divinity. So some of you are starting to unravel this whole spiritual stuff, right? This higher level thinking. But a part of the higher level thinking is not forgetting every now and again, you actually do have to snap, crackle, and pop a bitch or two, but to protect yourself, not because you can. Those are the lost ones. The ones that do it because they can, they're the they're the dark ones, right? But those who understand that they can think higher, like I could pop you in the motherfucking mouth, but I am not going to. That really is actually higher level thinking. That's a touch of divinity, truly. That's the higher self. And that's coming from an understanding of life's difficulties and how they impact you, how they alter you, and not impressing that on others. That's divinity. Also, make sure you're not spending too much time in the lusty desire mode. Okay? We're back on that data. So make sure you're not spending too much time in that zone. Handle your business, but make sure it's not occupying too much of your time. Okay? This is my Adidas card. All day, Adidas. All day, I dream about sex. So watch it. Watch it now. Okay? And if you actually have to watch it, don't be getting addicted. Watch yourself now. Be mindful of releasing that neediness malfunction. Release it however you have to because there's other stuff you need to be working on. And a part of the process of getting to this power right here and this higher self, part of that is knowing that energy of yourself, dealing with it, moving on. It's the power. So I asked, what's the power that you don't want to miss out on? Your money, your time, your perception of yourself and others is a thing right now. What's important to take note of and master at this time is self control. Ooh, Scorpio and false person. Mastering the self is a thing right here. Not masturbating the self, but mastering yourself, your self-control. Be very mindful of what takes up too much of your attention. Just that's a thing right now. Um, somebody's also not taking your test. This might be more masculine energy, but masculine, be mindful what you're giving your energy to. Like legit. At this time, if this is sensual energy, you're wasting too much time on it. Okay? What I heard is hairy palms. So listen, don't waste your time on handle your business and then go on about your business. Somebody's missing money. You're supposed to be chasing. You're supposed to be working on something valuable you're not doing. I don't know if this is video gaming, live action role playing, so maybe you do something that is has around entertainment or you play a role. Nonetheless, when you want to make sure you're not 8 keeps coming out. So handle your business and then somebody needs to be focused on their money right now. You what so weird. I heard prime time satellite. I don't know what that is. Uh I get furniture here. Oh, side note, I don't know who this is for. I'm gonna need you to get on your money. Who the fuck is this? Listen, you have something of value right now, like stocks. Okay, I'm giving you a stock tip on yourself. If you chose this deck, something you do right now is about to see a peak. It's going to gradually or suddenly spike into a position of higher value. Or like, okay, so focus is here twice. Okay. Focus is here twice. So we got focus around the money. It's the money. And your greed being satisfied. But financial, your time. Your time is valuable right now. You need to be in motion. Move your ass. And I don't mean twerk either. I mean, unless that's what's making your money. This is ooh, like sudden boost energy. I like it. For some of you, it's something this can be entertainment. Whatever this is that you do that comes with the big money right now, it includes haters, trying to give you some tips there or hints. Um, you may have to be a different version of yourself. Whatever this is that's about to come into great value. People perceive you as being strong, reliable, and whatever this is they rely on, it brings balance. Order out of what? Order out of chaos is what I heard. What? Whatever this is, it might be something that attracts feminine energy. Can be overwhelming. Whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna need you to stop stalling on it though. So if you are goofing off with your time, And this is your data. Multitask if you need to, but stop fighting yourself. Get to work. You're denying yourself. You don't want to miss. Oh, what's okay? You don't. Okay, what I heard. You don't want to miss the spike. I don't know what that is. You don't want to miss the spike. If you chose this deck, something you work on or have plans for, it's a time of perfection. So don't carry the energy of like being impatient for something to grow. This does feels like a creator's data right here. So maybe you are a fellow creator or something. Don't be too critical on yourself. Just get to work. Some of you are being too conservative. Let it go. Don't let it go like, don't let it free flow like a porn star, but let it go. Let it go. It's time to go forward. Don't be too critical with yourself. If you're a creative, stop that for shizzle. Now, if this is your data, Sagittarius, Temperance. So that card came back in my hand twice. Um, you need to go forward. You're in balance. Stop overthinking things and being critical or harsh on yourself, too conservative. Oh, stop being a perfectionist. I need to buy a thesaurus. What other advice? There's something you need to be studying, paying attention to, looking into. Since you're a beginner, or if you are feeling like you don't have enough experience with something at this time, study and be prudent. Capricorn energy here. For some of you, watching or learning from others does take a certain amount of discipline within the self. But whatever this is, if you're creative and this is your reading, um, it's great to be practical. It's great to be prudent. It doesn't really get you that far right now. Whoever this is, it's got limited push. It's got limited. It brings limited enthusiasm. How about that? So you may have to harness some of your chaotic energy to deal with this, okay? Whatever it is, and when I say harnessing the chaotic energy, it's taking your fears, going into the bathroom, dropping them in the toilet like a hot deuce, and flushing them. If you want to go surfing and pull them back up later, do it later if you must. But for right now, you're blocking yourself. So knock it off. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, stop blocking yourself. Some of you are overthinking your creative nature or something that you are creating. And what I'm hearing also is there's no time. There's no time like the present. There will literally never be a right time. There is only now. All right. Did you choose deck four? What's popping? going on with those choose deck 4? I hear on one end reset. So the reset can be around money, work. It can be around okay, off to new adventures around work, money. Some people also, ooh, okay. You might also be dealing with people who are expressing some level of apprehension about you moving into a new world, alternative timeline type stuff. Some of you are dealing with a feminine energy, maybe a little bit, who might be your karma. Hmm. Yeah. Somebody's dealing with a feminine energy who don't trust your ass. This might be more masculine data. Um, okay. Mm. I hear Babyface, if you know this singer. The song is Never Keeping Secrets, but I hear the chorus specifically. Um, so I'm never keeping secrets and I'm never telling lies. I want to give it up to you. Ooh, okay. I ain't pointing no fingers. Somebody might be lying to someone. This could be love interest too. Um, be aware. Somebody might be letting someone think that a situation in love or lust has value, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it has a different kind of value, but it's got limited time. So be aware of loving illusions. I hear a very old song. I don't even know who sings that. Your passion brings me pain. Be aware of arguing with significant others also. And now I hear Erica Badu. That's nice. You don't show no love. Okay. I hear a chorus on her song too. How can we make love when you don't love me? Be aware of that data. So if you are interacting with someone new, you got a significant one in your life, and you talk about making love, and you know your ass don't even show no love. Message. Next message, two, three, or four, whichever. You might have some feminine energies around you that you can't trust, or you just don't trust. It's a lot of feminine energy here too, like a lot. Wow. Lady, 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 lady. Okay. I don't know if this is player deck going on right now. Somebody being a player. Ooh, somebody's being a okay. Or somebody enjoying that shit and you ain't telling nobody. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Yeah, okay. So there's somebody is somebody is sowing the seeds of distrust. Does that make sense? If you chose that deck, maybe you're so attractive that others don't trust you. And I also get the energy of if you are attractive, you might have a amusement park level line of people waiting to get to you. Yeah, it's like waiting in line for one of those roller coasters. If you chose this deck, you or someone you're dealing with is waiting to be dumped. Somebody's waiting to be dumped. Okay, I heard mass casualties of war. Somebody is coming across as bad programming. Be aware if you chose that deck, to someone you may look like you like hurting people. It's only a matter of time. Furniture. Damn. Somebody's waiting to be sat on, used and discarded, or well, maybe not used and discarded, but used and just knocked over. Knocked over or knocked up. Message. Ooh. Even throwing them again, it comes right back. Somebody left, or just there's a lot of feminine energy here. Hold on. 14th message. If you are feeling, if you're, oh, mm, you might be in a situation where there's some haters. So that doesn't mean that they're feminine. They could just be some bitch ass haters. um, if you're dealing with them in some kind of way that fucks with your money, that's about to change. If you wanted to, you need to shut up though. I know it's harsh to say. I did say at the beginning of the reading, for the collective, you need to let crazy dance by itself. You start you start tap dancing with crazy, your ass look crazy too. Be aware of what negativity you're letting vibrate into your space. If that's hater ass people, gossip, being a gossip artist, I would lean off on that as best you could at this time. Because the actions, like it feels like if you were walking down the street and you saw two, let's go movie style. If you saw two werewolves, like their skin peel off and then they start fighting each other, would you hop in the middle of that shit? You probably wouldn't. I mean, I imagine most humans at this point would probably pull out their cell phone and yell "World Star," and then they would record it and make a little money. However, please make sure you're not getting in the middle of it. Right at this time, if you're dealing with a group of haters, let them can okay, specific word. Let them cannibalize themselves. And they may be doing that by cannibalizing you, or they may even try to trash you or trash your name when you pull your energy back, if you choose to do that. I don't know how this works, but you might be dealing with some people who think they're gaining off of throwing hate at you. Guides, goddesses, don't feed this. Don't. Okay, the word that was coming out of my mouth was troll. Okay, don't feed the trolls or the zoo animals either. How about that? There's an action required on your part, though. I think it's pretty simple, though. Mm-hmm. Gotta alter the way you think first. Gotta make, okay. There's some, there's better focus. Better focus. You need to have better focus. Your haters gonna hate. Let them do what they do. The minute you pull your energy out, they have to eat themselves. You know what I'm saying? When the food leaves the room, what do the wild animals eat? When the werewolves start scrapping with each other, you'd be an idiot to walk up because they could easily turn that energy at you. Don't do that. You got some haters like that? You got some bitch ass haters? Because this too keeps coming out. So the more you pay attention to them, the more they become your karma. This is a time of knowing what to give your energy to and your focus to. Haters came here with specific programming. Okay? Why are you trying to like rewrite the code? Those of you who enjoy computers, I don't know why I need a computer reference right now, but okay. Make sure you're not trying to alter the code of bad fucking script. Fuck that shit. Let the code eat itself. The code literally wipes itself out. If you get the fuck out of the way, stand back, sit down in the theater, whatever you need to do. Go for a walk in the park. I don't know. Don't miss your money. I know that motherfucking much. You have better things to move towards at this time. And it is going to take strength, but it's not strength that you vibrate out. It's strength within. It's trusting yourself even when other motherfuckers want to throw their bullshit at you. And you might feel like it's blocking you from moving forward. In some instances, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Here's the thing. The escalator to ascension in this case, that escalator, right? Or the elevator, it goes over your hater's head. Like they're under it. When you're on it, right? Because literally I get like, dude, it goes up. Unfortunately, though, you do have to let go of holding on to hope that shit gets better with these bitch ass motherfuckers. Let them locate their tampon on their own without you. Okay? They'll locate their tampons in the vajayjays. They pluck it out, bloop, and maybe they're not suffering from toxic shock. Until then, that's not your problem. You're going to have to learn how to cut your losses and disconnect with lower energy. People who are just not going to grow. They're not here to grow. They're a part of the lift system, and you are on a lift up over them if you want to be. If you want to be. But you do have to accept the lesson. You do have to accept the loss. You do have to accept that some people ain't here for the ascension. They're not here to experience better versions of themselves. They're not. Okay? You have to accept that. And then you have to move into a better place for yourself. And that's taking back your control. Separate message. Somebody is an engine. I'm not calling you a car. Kinda, but I am. You're not the frame. You're the engine. Somebody's an engine. You are a whole fucking engine. They don't know it. Oh, well, but they know it with the money, right? You have value, but you have so much value you don't know it. You're an engine. So if you pull back your energy, uh, the motor vehicle stops, the ride stops, the free ride fucking for sure stops. Everybody got to get out and walk. But but they're not your problem anymore. They're not on your back. They're not fucking with your energy. They're not stopping you from getting to where you need to be going. Let's see what else is here. Some of you really do have to recognize that people don't have they ain't got your back. They're not supposed to. You're supposed to figure out that they don't have your back. And you're supposed to move forward from that data. You're not supposed to stand in one spot waiting for them to be like, oh, our bad. We thought about it. We won't be jerks. We'll get our shit together. We won't cause issue. That's not. You're supposed to experience it, move forward. The future of your forever. For some of you, that's a feminine energy. Some of you need to be moving towards a feminine energy or putting more care into that type of connection. If you already have it, some of you are placing too much need on that. If you haven't acquired your future forever in a partner, sit down. You sound needy as fuck. You're coming off needy. This could be a separate message here, but make sure you're not being all needy. Don't nobody want that. Don't nobody want that. Order out of chaos. Okay? So as you go up, onward and forward, if you choose to, I feel like this is group energy. So also, if you got friends that you can clearly see ain't growing, you got to decide, are you a part of that or not? That's a whole lifetime on a hamster wheel, knowing that you could be better or experience higher data. What the fuck are you here for if you're not going to experience all of these different possibilities of the self? Not the ones where you hurt people, but the ones unto yourself, where you experience the chaotic self, you experience the orderly self, you experience that higher level self. We know the darker energy already, don't we? But what about the other stuff? So at this time, it's the keys to the next level have to do with how you respond. How you respond to what? How you respond to what you want, how you respond to what others want from you. And this is the cycle of money. Money and controlling yourself, containing yourself, holding is hold on. Holding yourself back from greatness. You might be feeling like somebody's blocked you off, blocked your path going forward. And that could be hater data. People don't want to see you excel. Oh. Listen, I always like to note it, to, point it out that our human eyes see a very limited range of colors. While your pet or the zoo animals or the animal kingdom sees a different amount of color. Um, and then there's the people around you who are haters who see even fewer colors, right? And so our visions can be very limited. Our visions can be very limited. And with that limited vision, that includes fears. Fears of feeling like you need a group to go higher. And that's not the case. Higher levels bring new devils, quite actually. And so even if in situations where you do have friends, connections, people you think are going to be there with you as you ascend, they get shedded away truly. Most of them they go away. And then you meet new people, you meet new energies. And so there's that part. New levels, new devils. I also get the energy of masculines can be you singling somebody out. Or you may be dealing with a masculine energy who is trying to single someone out or narrow things down. Somebody's missing obvious signs, or you're ignoring them. If you chose that fourth deck, get your passions in order. Get your passions in order. What are you passionate about on a personal level? Not the passions that involve other people doing stuff for you, but the passions that are within you. I really do get the energy of needing to get things done. It's time to ascend. And it does feel like a limited situation, like the escalator going up to the next level is going to get unplugged at a certain point. And then, in order to get to that next level, you'll have to go through a large number of steps when you could just free float. But there's accepting the lessons, accepting that um, wanting others to behave a certain way or treat you a certain way isn't how it works here. And this is making a decision that will actually bring better health. And it's not going to be a popular decision for everybody, but some of you do need to shed the group of tag alongs. You may have energies or people around you that can do for themselves and aren't doing for themselves because they can wait for you to do it. And at the same time, it feels like the energy of like someone wanting you to do the work, but they don't trust you at the same time, too. So you might be dealing with bad egos and letting those bad egos um, weigh you down or put it in your head that you won't accelerate without them. Be aware of accepting limited love and be aware of accepting that in others. Be aware of never accepting that within the self. You need to love yourself before anyone else can love you, before you can even recognize love. You got to know something about it. So start with yourself. Because to me, it feels like looking outside of the self for acceptance and completion. When people know that you have accepted yourself, it's easier to get other people to accept you too. But pushing or hoping, fighting, being needy, there's energies that simply do not have anything to do with your ascension. You already have all that you need. But it feels like putting your energy, this could be a job that's draining and you know it's fucked up, but you have fears of trying to go out there and get something else. Um, it's like knowing the situation isn't improving, not going anywhere, but not doing anything about it. If you are, if this is around work, do your job. The haters gotta hate. That's where they find their value. You might be dealing with somebody who's just got a very horrific disposition. They might have horrific emotional response to things. That doesn't mean you have to copy that, right? So you're missing an opportunity to free yourself from the chains of other people's shitty ass ways of thinking. Be careful. Be mindful. In the space of quiet, while you observe these energies, in the quiet space, they will shine in a way that you'll be allowed to see what you might look like. Mm. If you are going through money issues or experiencing um, lack, you might have to consider moving, going someplace else, going to. mm, Why am I getting the words off limits? You may want to move towards someone that is off limits. Um, Pursuing that is damaging to self and time. So be careful. One of many. I also hear Lou Rawls, 1 in a million you. Beware if this is love interest and you chose that deck, you might be wanting or making plans to go towards someone, but somebody is not who they say they are. So be mindful of that. If you are, if you're dealing with somebody that you met on the internet, watch yourself now. This is my card of catfish. So make sure you're not taking interest in those who have tons of options. Be mindful of that. You may be taking interest in someone you know has tons of options and you don't know what they've chosen. To focus on that really does feel like an egotistical waste of time. So don't do that. Be mindful of your ego and how it can stall you out. That is karma. That's about balance, right? So you want to get things into balance. I don't even know if I'm going further on this masculine. If you chose this deck, next message, make sure you are careful where you are. Make sure you're not tossing Mr. Happy into tornadoes at this time. Separate message, you may be getting ready to deal with somebody, or you may have someone new coming into your space. Um, I hear background check. You may have someone coming into your space who normally runs people off. Like people normally run away. Yep. Be careful who you take interest in. That's my drawing of a tornado. Don't laugh. I can't draw. However, you chose that deck, you're in a test you're not taking. And that test is eating up your time and energy. So make sure you're not waiting on that which is not for you Make sure you're not waiting on those who are not waiting on you. Because there's a test here about wishing for something that you're gonna be wishing for something that ain't never coming your way. That's not for you. Be aware of that. Okay. I hope that all right. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Mm, I hope it was of value. If it was, please like, comment, and subscribe and share. It's always appreciated. If you are feeling like the reading was good for you at all and you feel like it's helpful data, great. Chances are you are well. I'll see you next time. Bye.